Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well and you had a great weekend. I am really fired up, man. I just am chomping at the bit to get back to grinding this thing because I really want I want a deep grind on here. So let me show you kind of, since the last time you guys saw us last Wednesday, let me show you kind of what we got going on here. So again, we showed both of these discs, but I don't think we really showed the difference between the two. Now, the one on your right,
no, not over, up there.
The one on your right, my left, is flat convex. That's this one here in my left hand. The one in my right hand is actually a concave shaping. So this one takes much more material for the same amount of work than the flat convex shape. So I'm going to stay with the concave for now, and let me show you what I've done with it off camera. If you look at this area from about here to here, you can see that it's much deeper. And what I am really trying to do up here and here, prior to me just spending a few minutes on it, this still had kind of a shape like this, which I want to completely eliminate. I want to flatten all this edge out, and I still want to go deeper yet. So if you were to look at it from the end, this thing would still have kind of a bowl shape to it, except for this area. I've kind of flattened this out to where this is now down and level, and I want to do that all the way around. You can see, like, from here now it starts having that little bit of a dip, a bowl shape. So I want to do what I did here, down here, and we're going to do that when we come right back. All right, guys, that's kind of what I was talking about, how I've kind of, and I think, I don't know, Vicky wanted to get the angle from the end, so I think I've kind of flattened this out, or at least I've leveled it out more than the kind of the concave of the other one. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Still not deep enough, though. So what I'm going to do is, off camera, I'm going to flop this thing around, and I'm going to do up here what I did here. Then we're going to come back and we'll get into the next part. All right, folks, so I have got that thing pretty much leveled out all the way around. And let me show you what the next step is. So this was the disc that I had on. This is the Real Aggressive, and this is the because of the profile here, it's really rounded, and because of that, that is about as close as I could possibly get to those letters without you know, without actually hitting the edge of the letters. That's what I had to be really careful with. So now what I've done is I've taken, this is the one that you saw me use last. Now I've taken this out and I've put the other one in. Let me show you. And it's got a much flatter profile. I can't remember whether this was the Convex, I think. It's got a much flatter profile. And you guys saw that on the last scene. But look what I've done over here. This is what I've done over here. See how close I could now get to those letters? And that's what I'm looking for. I want to get really close to those letters with that angle grinder. And I've just done this little piece right here. So when we come back, you'll see me do the rest of up here. That's about where I stopped. You can see I couldn't get really close. And again, that's because the profile of this was just, it's so round here that I just couldn't get close to those letters without taking a chance and hitting them. So now I'm going to take this this convex shape and I'm going to get closer to those letters all the way around, and then I'm going to take a little bit more material off. I don't know, I'm kind of, somebody's going to have to stop me because I just want to keep going further and further. This thing is so much fun. You guys, if you haven't tried this, get yourself some Kutzall stuff and give this a try because it is a blast. Anyway, all right, we'll be right back and make some sawdust. All right, folks, so let me show you what we got here. Now, what I've done is I got close to those letters like I was saying on the last scene. I feel pretty good about that. It's starting to get a little dicey in here. It's really, you can really see what that kind of chippy grain is. But what I'm going to do now, and one thing that I had kind of a vision about this thing when I was thinking about how deep to go, I really was thinking in my mind I wanted to go like 1 inch deep. So I want to show you where we're at. We're pretty close to the 1 inch mark from the surface of the letters down, and I think that's going to be deep enough. I could keep going, but so what I've done is from here all the way around, that is pretty much, I've gone I've measured several different places, and I'm about 1 inch deep. Now what I have to do, I'm going to do this off camera, I'm going to go ahead and match this up to 1 inch deep all the way around. This is really starting to make me nervous around here. This stuff is just so really dicey. So I'm going to do that, Then I'm going to put my convex medium disc on, and I'm going to smooth that out. So I'm just going to, where I roughed it out and it's kind of rough, then I want to go back with the medium convex, which is the same as this extreme, same shape, but it's the medium grit. And I want to see if I can smooth that out a little bit. Then when we come back, we'll move on to the next step. All right, folks, we are back in the studio. I haven't been in here in a while. So I've got that thing, and you can see I've got it cut down about an inch all the way around. It's fairly consistent from an inch and, probably about 7/8 to 1.25 inches, just all the way around. But what I really want to show you here is how gnarly that is and how kind of hollow that's getting underneath there. So what I want to do another Starbond fill for that area right here. It looks pretty good over here, actually. I've already done that, but I definitely want to fill that. So I'm going to stand that thing up, and I'm going to throw some Starbond down in here. Remember how when I first started with this thing, I talked about how heavy it was? It's not so heavy anymore. So, I am just going to put some Starbond down in there just to solidify and stabilize all that.
Lift your hand up a little.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And there's kind of a, you guys can't see it from that angle, but it's like there's kind of a crack that goes through the board this way. You can see some of this stuff is really, oh, you weren't up there? Mm-hmm. I didn't realize you were that.
Yeah, well, you want to show where
yeah. You can see how kind of unstable a lot of this stuff is. I really don't want to lose any more of it than I have to. And again, I'm gonna resin this whole thing, so hopefully it'll hold in there until I resin. I think that actually is gonna be pretty good. So you guys know we're a big proponent of Starbond. That's definitely our favorite CA glue. Thank you, Starbond, by the way. You guys are just so supportive of us and furnish us with great products. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much. All right, so let me get over behind this thing. This is where we are right now. I'm glad I didn't drop that. And I'm like super happy with it so far, but we got more to do. So this is the end of this video. You guys will be seeing this on Monday if all goes right, and Wednesday we got more to do. So I'm not going to give it away right now, but some more good stuff coming. And you guys are I'm going to take you through the whole process, even if it takes another 2 or 3 videos. I'm just going to take you guys through the whole process, and hope you guys are liking this. I'm loving it. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, we'd love for you to subscribe and click that little bell icon so you get notified when we do a bunch of videos every week. And we're on Facebook 5 days a week doing lives on Facebook, and we're doing lives here on YouTube on Friday nights, and we're on Instagram. Anyway, we got a lot of, we're all over the place. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, please email me directly, eric@makeawoodsign.com. And there's the website if you need any supplies. We love you, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.